Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishta Vishnupa Rashtatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Narayan Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudeva ki jai. Tadir Shubha Tirobhav Titi Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishta Vishnupad Ashtatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai. Tadir Shubha Vyasa Puja Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Avirbhav Titi ki jai. Nitya Parishtam Vishnupad Ashtatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitya Parishtam Vishnupad Ashtatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Parishtam Vishnupad Ashtatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Nitya Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Srila Gaurkishara Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Pravishta Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Nitya Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupa Nugogoriya Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath. Shri Jiva Gopal Patadasha Gunath Sharda Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Namachay Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kshetra Mandal Gaura Mandal Vraja Mandal Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Abhishtabhradata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki jai. Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Dandavat pranams everybody. Madhavi Didi, Raseshwari Mataji, Sharma ji. Hari Bol everybody. Chitra Didi, Hari Bol. All right, so today is such a special day. There's so many festivities, programs, and so much, so I won't waste any time. Hari Bol Indira Mataji, Dandavat pranam. So I'm just going to jump right into it. On Śrīla Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja's disappearance day last year, during Kartik time, I read twice actually, and one was Gurudev's glorification that he gave, which is much longer than what we're going to be reading right now, and that one is especially beautiful. I think in some ways even more. There's a lot more in that one than what we're going to read right now. So if you'd like to, you can find that on YouTube on my channel. And then at the end of the day, I read his life, like a biography of Śrīla Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, and then how he exemplified all the 26 qualities of a Vaishnav. Anyway, so there's that. And then just last night, late last night, we sent out a letter that Śrīla Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja wrote to Gurudev. So I'd also like to read that at the end. Okay, so let's... Okay. So this is chapter 1 of A Treasury of Holy Days. The appearance day of Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Vāmana Mahārāja. This is a class that Śrīla Gurudeva gave in, I think it was in the early 90s, maybe 92, 93, 94, like one of those years. Vyas is the personality who delineated the glories of the names, form, qualities, and pastimes of Bhagavan in this world. The ceremony to honor the Acharya, who, sitting on the throne in the service of Bhagavan, preaches his glories and attracts people towards him, is called Vyasa Puja. Another name for Vyas Puja is Guru Puja. In India, the general convention is that Guru Puja is observed on the day of Guru Purnima. It is considered Vyasa's appearance day, and on that day, all sampradayas worship their respective gurus. But in accordance with the scriptures, the primary acharya of modern times, Sri Srimad Bhaktivedānta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, established special worship of the Guru on that Guru's own specific appearance day. Real Guru Puja is when, on his appearance day, the Guru worships his whole Guru Parampara and instructs his disciples on how to do the same. In the scriptures, the glories of the Guru have been described extensively. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has written, Yasya prasadar bhagavat prasadho, yasya prasadan nagati kutopi. That's from Sri Guru Vashtaka, verse 8. By the mercy of the Guru, one receives the mercy of Bhagavan. And if one doesn't receive the mercy of the Guru, he will never attain the kripa of Bhagavan. In Srimad Bhagavatam 11:17-27, Shri Krishna says, Acharyamam vijaniyam navamanyeta karhichit namartya buddhya suyeta sarvadeva mayo guru. One should know the Guru as the Ashraya Vigraha and non-different from me. One should never disrespect him or attribute faults to him by perceiving him with material vision, for he is the embodiment of all the demigods. There are numerous demigods and goddesses, and amongst them, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh are primary. The Guru is the embodiment of Brahma, the embodiment of Vishnu, and also the embodiment of Mahesh. He is compared to Brahma because just as Brahma creates this world, the Guru creates bhakti by sowing the seed of devotion in our hearts. Vishnu is the maintainer, and Gurudev is he who maintains our bhakti. As long as we haven't attained the stage of prem, he continues to strengthen our devotion. As conditioned souls, we cannot even imagine how much endeavor he makes for even one disciple. And as Mahesh is the destroyer, the Guru destroys all of our anarthas and aparads. This is why the Guru is said to be the embodiment of all the demigods. There are so many jivas in this world, and although some are inclined towards Bhagavan, most are averse to him. Their intrinsic forms are as eternal servants of Krishna, but forgetting this, they are wandering in the material existence. Without bhakti, they will never possess any auspiciousness. Therefore, sometimes Krishna himself descends into this world. Sometimes he assumes different incarnations. And sometimes he sends his Shakti in the form of the Guru. Otherwise, it would be impossible for the jivas to ever receive auspiciousness. Only by bhakti can they attain their ultimate good fortune. Yet bhakti is not a thing of this world. Inside the eternally perfected associates of Krishna, the essence of the Hladini and Samvit Shaktis is always present in the form of prema bhakti. Until the jiva receives that essence, he will not possess any real auspiciousness. The Guru is a resident of the spiritual world, and he descends to this world. He brings the prem of Goloka Vrindavan he brings the prem of Goloka Vraj to this world and bestows it upon conditioned souls. Such a great personality, an eternally perfected Ragatmika devotee who possesses Vraj Prem and brings it to this world, is known as a Shuddha Guru. As the current of the Ganga carries water from the Himalayas down to the ocean, there is a current flowing through our Guru Parampara, which, beginning from Shri Krishna himself, has come down to the modern acharyas and is presently flooding the entire material world with Krishna Prem. This is the primary function of the Guru. If someone is not able to give this prem, then he is not really a guru at all. Being capable of bestowing Krishna prem is the primary attribute of a genuine Vaishnav guru. Today is the appearance day of such a guru, Srimad Bhaktivedānta Vāmana Mahārāja, who serves as the present Acharya of the Śrīla Vedanta Samiti. He took birth in 1916 in the district of Jessore in East Bengal, which is now Bangladesh. Oh, that's a mistake. That needs to be fixed because it was actually, he took birth in 1921. He's the same year as Gurudev. Actually, he's 1 year younger. 1 year younger than Gurudev. His boyhood name was Santosh, and his parental uncle was one of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada's first disciples, Nrsimha Maharaj. Vāmana Mahārāja's mother was also a disciple of Prabhupada, and she was very strict. She would even discipline her husband. If her husband had been eating any prohibited food, she would not allow him to enter the house. And she disciplined the children in the same manner. Vāmana Mahārāja was the oldest of 4 sons, and she was very concerned about him being influenced by his father. So when Vāmana Mahārāja was only 9 years old, she took him to Prabhupada's mat in Mayapur, where Nrsimha Maharaj was already staying. When they arrived there, Nrsimha Maharaj led them to our Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, who was the temple commander at that time. Residing in the mat from that day on, Vāmana Mahārāja received Harinam initiation directly from Prabhupada and has remained a lifelong Naishtika Brahmachari. And that time, Śrīla Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja was only 9 years old, right? I'm pretty sure he's only 9 years old. And from that age of 9, he never went back home. Never once. Our Guru Maharaj immediately put Vāmana Mahārāja in school and would say to him, "I will give you some chocolate if you will recite just one shloka for me." In this way, he learned many shlokas, and Gurudev was always extremely affectionate to him. At that young age, Vāmana Mahārāja learned how to seat Vaishnavas for taking prasad by giving them a leaf to eat, from and some salt and water. After all the Vaishnavas had finished taking prasad, he would clean everything. He also learned how to cook there, and he could very quickly prepare first-class offerings. After some time, Prabhupada departed from this world, and then our Guru Maharaj established the Bhaktivedānta Samiti in 1943. I joined the mission in 1946, and at that time I saw how Vāmana Mahārāja was doing everything, writing letters, managing the temple, cooking, and traveling for preaching. Together with my godbrother Srila Trivikram Maharaj, we received sannyas from Guru Maharaj on Guru Purnima in 1954. Vāmana Mahārāja is a great scholar, just as our Gurudev was. It has been said that he is like a dictionary of shlokas because he knows so many verses from the scriptures. When, while lecturing, Gurudev would sometimes forget a shloka, Vāmana Mahārāja would always supply it from memory. Once, when we went to Assam for preaching, Gurudev boldly declared that the mouths of the people who ate meat and fish were like the drains of sewers. One of the sects there was virtually prepared to stone us, and they challenged us by saying, "You say that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan himself, but what evidence is there of this?" Guru Maharaj turned to Vāmana Mahārāja and said, "Speak." Then Vāmana Mahārāja recited 50 shlokas, one after the other, from different scriptures as evidence, and those people were silenced. Guru Maharaj placed the entire responsibility of editing and publishing our Bengali magazine exclusively upon Vāmana Mahārāja. From his boyhood, Vāmana Mahārāja studied Bhagavatam verses and their commentaries, and as a result, he can speak on Vaishnava philosophy for hours without stopping. He is such a great scholar, and he is a very sweet person as well. With children, He is very affectionate, and he speaks with them concerning things like ghosts that they enjoy hearing about. He attracts everyone to spiritual life, and even in an assembly of scholars, he is always the greatest scholar. He refutes others' misconceptions, but he does it in such a way that their feelings are not hurt, as if carefully performing a surgical operation. Vāmana Mahārāja is very grave and quiet, and there is another special quality that he possesses. I have seen many people, myself included, who give explanations from the scriptures and enjoy taking praise from others for it. Sorry, I've seen many people, myself included, who give explanations from the scriptures and enjoy taking praise from others for it. But having known Vāmana Mahārāja for almost 50 years, I have never seen him do this, not even by accident. He is also very tolerant. As if taking poison and digesting it, he may see the faults in others, but he never speaks about them. He has so much eagerness to preach the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he has preached in all the villages of West Bengal and Assam. Bhagavan has especially empowered this great personality with many transcendental qualities. Today, I pray to Śrīla Vāmana Mahārāja that he will mercifully allow me to always remain as his shadow, thereby enabling me to always follow him. I consider him to be my Shiksha Guru, because since the day I joined the mission, he has given me whatever I required with great affection. Jai Śrīla Gurudeva ki Jai. Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Okay, so now I want to read a letter that Śrīla Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja wrote to Gurudev. Let me just find it. What is it? Oh, it's on Pure Bhakti. Yeah, we just finished this late last night. I think I sent it out at like 10:30. You are not to leave before I do. You are not to leave before I do. A letter to Srimad Bhaktivedānta Narayan Goswami Maharaj from Srimad Bhaktivedānta Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, appearing in English for the first time. Isn't that a beautiful picture? Okay. This is Shri Keshav Goswami Gaudiya Math, Shakti Gada in Shiliguri, Darjeeling. This is written in 15/9/1982. 15 September 1982. Shri Vaishnava Charane Dandavannati Purvikeyam, offering prostrated obeisance at the feet of the Vaishnavas. Pujapa Maharaj, in yesterday's evening's mail, I received the kind letter you posted from the Kolkata Math on September 9th, 1982. I returned here from Matabanga around 11 a.m. yesterday. On 8 September 82, I arrived in Shiliguri from Bangaigaon, and having received 2 or 3 letters from Matabanga, I went there the next day on September 9th, 1982. The locals in Matabanga donated another plot of land and made an ashram there, after the Matabanga preaching center called Shri Gaudiya Sevashram was destroyed by flood. Gaura Chand was running that ashram in his personal name, which is why we have not accepted responsibility for that place till today. Now he has left that ashram, having sold most of its belongings and gone to Vrindavan. The gentle folk of that place repeatedly requested Shri Vedanta Samiti to assume responsibility for that ashram. I told them that they will have to cancel the previous deed documents that are in Gaura Chanda's names. That are in Gaura Chanda's name, and only when they make a new deed that accords with the rules of our Vedanta Samiti can we take this matter into consideration. They have agreed to this and made progress in creating the new deed. In this matter, I consider your approval essential. My receiving the kind letter you wrote on August 8, 1982 from Mathura and is addressed to Sri Meghalaya Gaudiya Math was timely. From that, I came to learn the news of Pujaniya Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Mahārāja's disappearance, descriptions of his Samadhi ceremony, and the Virahotsav, the separation festival. In that letter, I also obtained a chart of your tour program. Upon receiving your present letter dated 9 September 1982, I understand that you received neither the telegram nor the letter I sent from Tangla regarding Sriman Sundarananda's passing. I had sent them to the Navadvip address, and we translated that letter previously. So if you want to see the letter he's referring to there, you can check on purebhakti.com. Today, on Wednesday, 15th September 1982, on the 11th lunar day since Sriman Sundarananda's passing, the sannyasi and brahmachari sevaks of the Math organized Vaishnav Seva in honor of remembrance of him. Almost 250 devotees partook of prasad on this occasion. During the evening assembly, 5 or 6 sannyasis and brahmacharis gave talks on the glories of Vaishnavas. Nikunja Vihari Brahmachari read a special portion of your letter to the assembled audience. The Vaishnavas are numb with grief by the absence of Sriman Sundarananda, and their hearts are experiencing great pain. This much I have understood. Upon receiving news that such a Vishrambha Ekanishta Sevak, an exclusively devoted, intimate servant, as yourself, is unwell, I am even more overcome with concern, alarm, and distress. Are you enacting such sickness again and again just to test our composure? Once last year, you also enacted such an illness. I do not know what Shishi Guru Gauranga Radha Vinod Bihari have written in our fortune, but I say there is no way you are allowed to leave before I do. If Shri Guru and Gauranga do not fulfill our heartfelt prayers, I will consider myself utterly bereft of good fortune. Please seek proper treatment. Take your medicine and a proper diet when you are supposed to, and rest. This is my special request to you. Wherever you can get good treatment, whichever doctor can help you return to full health, I will arrange for your treatment in that place. I understand that Sri Banavari Lalaji arranged for you to get good treatment from Dr. Sarengi, and for that, I extend my special thanks to him. The Singhaniya family are the kind of people that give even their lives in the service of the Saraswat Gaudiya Vaishnavas. The service they render in such a heartfelt manner and the love and affection they have for Vaishnavas is incomparable. Shri Gaura Radha Vinod Bihari Ji have accepted them into their service in a very special. Gradually, the sugar level in your urine and blood should become nil, or it should become normal. It is imperative you follow the diet the doctor advises. At this time, your taking complete rest is what will really help this illness pass very quickly. It would be best for you to not move around too much and not strain your body at all. By delegating tasks to various sevaks and advising them, you will manage your duties with their help. I have come to know that we received 980 bags of cement and 220 more bags are coming. I understand that you're going to Navadvip with Vijay Babu. I also learned that Pujapad Trivikram Maharaj, Acharya Maharaj, Krishna Kripa Prabhu, and others went to see you in Kolkata. From afar, I am trying to understand your suffering. Mukunda has gone to Kolkata, and I learned there the judgment was favorable. I do not understand at all why Gopi Kanta left Puri going to Mathura. I read your letter to Achinta Gaura Prabhu and Tridandi Maharaj. Though Tridandi Maharaj is somewhat of another opinion, Achinta Prabhu has readied himself to go to you in Navadip. He has resolved to stay in the Puri Mat as per your order and advice. He will arrive in Navadip with us. We will travel with the party this upcoming date of 24th September 1982 via the NJP passenger train, and will arrive in Navadip town around daybreak. We'll arrive in Navadip around daybreak. I will have to go to Kolkata for 1 or 2 days. At present, my party consists of I, Govardhan, and Swarupananda. Sannyasi Maharaja and Nikunja come and stay with me from time to time. They too may arrive with me in Navadip. Please accept my countless Dandavat Pranati. When we meet in person, I will tell all and hear all. Iti, Pranata Das Adham, a prostrated, fallen servant. Shri Bhaktivedānta Vāmana. Translated by the rays of the Harmonist team from Shishi Bhagavat Patrika, year 18, issue 10 to 12. Śrīla Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja Centennial Special Edition. All right, so I'm going to stop here because Kirtan started in the temple, even though I want to read more. But yeah, Kirtan has started in the temple downstairs. And so I should go for that. And but just one thing I want to show you also. Let me just show you. Okay, so on vineofdevotion.com, I posted this article, Self-Assessment on the Disappearance Day of Śrīla Guru Padma. And I also recorded a video of it. So this is a very beautiful article written by Śrīla Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And you can see the YouTube video here. Self-assessment on the disappearance day of Śrīla Guru. And I recorded this, I practice each line before I read it out like that. So it's a better reading than I normally do. But yeah, you can check it out. It's 19 minutes long. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Jai Shri Radhe. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhara Giridhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtom Vishnupad Ashtatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Narayan Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudeva ki jai, Tadīya Shubha Tirobhav Titi ki jai. Nitya Pravishtom Vishnupad Ashtatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai, Tadīya Shubha Avirbhav Titi ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Trivikram Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Swāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Param Gurudeva ki jai. Nitil Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada ki jai. Nitil Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Śrīla Gurudeva Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nitil Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhaktivedānta Thakur ki jai. Nitil Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupa Nugogoriya Guru Varga ki jai, Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasha Raghunath, Shara Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari, Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Kshetra Mandala Gora Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kund ki jai, Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai, Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai, Shri Purnamasi Yoga Maya ki jai, Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams everybody. Hari Bol Mitra Vrinda Didi. Hari Bol. Right. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do a reading this evening, but I can't guarantee it because there's going to be 3 programs today. We're doing a program right now. Then there's a 10 o'clock program at Rup Sanatan. And then in the evening at 3:30, there's another program with Kishore Mohan Prabhu. He'll be emceeing it. And then, yeah, maybe there'll be time tonight. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, I hope you have wonderful celebrations today, a wonderful observance, and get a chance to glorify Śrīla Gurudeva and Śrīla Vāmana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, and also hear so many glorifications from devotees. So, Jai Shri Radhe, Hari Bol.